Hello all of you. This is the video. This is the second video of the series Road to 1500, and this is the first video. Let's say formally after the introduction one. And here we'll be talking about the ideas and game plan to reach 1500 ELO. So you know recently I have reached like 1500 ELO and up to highest rating of 1626. I will be pushing for 1700 after this series ends. Okay. So let's get to the matter, and the topic of the video is the game plan of reaching 1500 ELO. So the we'll be discussing here this in 7 points, and the point number 0, like this is the basic point, and which will help you like in pushing 1500 is this, like know yourself better. This is very much needed in chess games, like to know yourself better. What are you good at and what are you bad at? Like sometimes while playing chess, try to gain the position, like generally try to gain the position like that is comfortable for you to play. Let's say you play a position and you at the end you get to this end game. Now you don't know how to do checkmate with this, so you are weak at this, so like avoid these things. Similarly, let's say okay, not this here, like this position is equal for white and black according to the engine up to the highest analysis, like up to 59 depth. This position is equal, but which side will you love to play with? Everybody will love to play as white in this position, even though black can equalize this position and like there isn't anything that white can do, but still we love to play as white because it is easy to play. So I hope you have understood like what are you good at and what are you bad at in simple ways, and there are other things more in this like you have to understand where are you good at in opening, in middle game, in end game, or in tactics or different things. So that is one thing you have to learn, like you have to know and you have to understand this thing. And second, now when you understand this, our point number 1 starts. That's called superpower. And the superpower, by superpower I mean like what are you really good at, like in 1500 elo range. Like let's say you are good at opening, or you are very good at middle game, or you are very good at end games, or there are many other things like tactics, strategy, positional play, and time scramble master. Okay, sorry. Scramble master, let's keep it like this. So what are you good at? You have to understand that thing. Let's say in the opening, if you are good at openings, like for example, these are my games which I played during road to 1500, like when I was pushing for 15,600. And if you see these games, in most of the games I have like some advantage out of the opening, so I played better opening in these games. So my opening was better, and middle game was also good, but my end games were not that high, not highly skilled. My end games were a little bit bad. So I knew my advantages in opening and middle game, so like I tried to gain a winning advantage out of it. And then if you are good at tactics, strategy, positional play, you have to understand these things. You have to understand this thing, what are you good at, and try to take the position in that way, turn the position in the game. That's one thing. That's the game plan. And now let's focus on the opening. So what you really need to reach 1500 is opening. Like in opening, what you have to do, I will suggest you to play Italian as white. Like e4 is the best thing. Every time e4 is the best thing, guys. Try to know that e4. Where is that? Okay, I think here. Like e4 is the best thing, the best opening generally. And if you're a d4 player, then you can also go for it for London system or something else. But I suggest Italian opening. If knight here and like knight here, and this is Italian opening. Yeah, there are many variations, and you can learn all of them. And I have also created a video on Italian opening, and for black I have created on Caro-Kann defense. So I will recommend Italian as white and Caro-Kann as black. And remember, like when you play Italian as white, you need to be like aggressive. This is aggressive opening, so like try to be aggressive and try to take advantage. That's the game plan. In Caro-Kann, like if you play Caro-Kann as black, then you have to be positional and you have to be solid. You can't go aggressive as Caro-Kann as black. In the early mid end game you can go somehow, but generally you don't need to go. You need to play solid. And if you are interested in Caro-Kann, then only play it. Like I suggest, this is just so solid opening. You are not going to lose the game instantly. And the best thing though is c4. If opponent plays c4, play c5. If opponent plays d4, play d5. If opponent plays e4, play e5. So yeah, play that. Like that is the most aggressive way. What is that? Okay, like for e4, the best is always e5. I am very sure you know this. For d4, knight f6 is best, but d5 is also okay. Like you can understand these things. And yeah, as a white, play e4 openings, like Italian opening. You'll be better at it. You can watch the video, you can practice, and you will like. You can watch the video, you can practice, and you'll be better at it. You will know all the variations, like slowly and slowly, like master one opening as white, and against a black, like as a black. Just try to play these things, and try to know all that, like I mean, what can your opponent do? Like go in his opening prep. Like nobody has the better opening prep at 1500 elo. Just prepare at least equal to your opponent in opening, or more than him a little bit. So next point is out preparation. What happens is sometimes is you go to a position and your opponent thinks he's winning, but it is not that easy to win the position. Like from there, let's say in the Italian opening, when opponent plays this, like this, let's say you're playing as a black, you played knight here and he went for this, attacking on the f7 weak square. So you will do this, he will do this, and here if you capture with the knight, this is, then the best move is actually to sacrifice the knight, and your opponent might go for it, going into the fried liver attack. This is fried liver attack. And the main thing is that if you see one thing, like you are a piece up, remember, you are a piece up. So if you know how to if you have out prepared this thing, then you can win this game many times. Like from here, white does not know what to do. Like the best move is this, and white will add one more attacker here. Then this is the way, and also you are going here. Then the best move is to castle from that side. You play this, and from this position, I think this is the best move. From this position, like nobody knows what is the preparation. I think this is the idea. Like this, it goes or something, and then you can take your king to this side or somewhere, hide your king, and then you are playing up a piece. So if you have prepared and like with the black this thing, then you can play so well. And similarly, there are many other things like alien gambit in the Caro-Kann defense. Those things also you can, like if you have prepared well, you can play against them. So that was out preparation. In different gambits, when your opponent tries to play some gambit, if you are well prepared against it, then that's called out preparation. Go into the gambit and play and beat your opponent. Like we'll have some advantage out of the opening. So that was all that I need to say you in the for the opening part of this video. And let's go to the middle game. Now middle game, this is the main thing that you have to understand. Know your strength and weakness and play it. Yeah, you need to know your strength and weakness. What are you good at, like as explained earlier. But in the middle game phase also, like sometimes you are playing with hanging pawns, sometimes you are playing with like isolated queen's pawn. There are different things that you are playing with, and if you are good at it, then only play with it. Else try to avoid those things. And yeah, for middle game you need some tactics, like and I am very sure you know all the tactics, and if you don't know, then these are the list of the tactics that you need to know, and try to see the list, and like which tactic you are weak at, try to make it, like try to improve those tactics and use all the tactics if you can. Yeah, that's what I will say. Other thing can be like CCT, like check, capture, and threat. Like while playing, try to think if there is a check, or if there is a capture, or there is a threat. If not, try to improve your position of the pieces. uh, like in the opening, when we develop piece, why do we develop piece? We know that thing, like from here, let's say from here the knight is covering these two squares, and if the knight is developed here, let's say knight with a move like knight here, now the knight will be knight will be covering many squares. Just see this. This is why we develop the piece. And like you are in a middle game, and your rook is here, so try to bring rook on the c1, bring the other rook here, like just try to improve the position of your pieces. That's what I will say in the middle game. And this is something that you really know, but try to ask some question, which pieces can be improved. And one thing that I will really tell you to understand, like up to 1000 elo, I recommend generally pushing the pawns up to as high as possible, the flank pawns especially, or the pawns, as like the farther you push the pawn, the better your position becomes. up to 1000 elo. But after that, up to for 1500, 1600, like up for higher elos, pawn moves are something which you really need to understand. Like, don't push pawn without any reasons. Like when you push a pawn like this square becomes weak. This pawn was defending this square. Let's say when you push the pawn once more, this square becomes a little bit weak. Let's say he plays something, you push this pawn. What it does, it weakens this. If he does something, you push this. Now this square is very, very weak. So pushing, like whenever you push the pawn, because pawn cannot move backward, so whenever you push a pawn, you create some weakness. So that is something you really need to take care of in the middle game. And yeah, Capablanca's quotation was there, something like the quotation was like, I have seen there somewhere, or Capablanca or somebody else. There's a quotation that I would like to say: the objective of the middle game, is to get an end game which is favorable for you. For example, as I shown you earlier, out of the middle game you trade everything, and then you get an end game where you are ending up in this position, and you are as white. Now you don't, this is a winning position, but you don't know how to checkmate with this. So that was not, you played the middle game bad. It simply means that. So try to play the middle game in such a way that gives you the favorable end game. The primary objective of the middle game in chess is to create a favorable end game position. And now let's focus on the end game. What is end game? End game is when there are like very little bit pieces, and try to practice it. That is why I have just written this much: learn, and practice. It is yes because it is a verb. Okay. So yeah, practice. The more you practice, the better you will be at end game. And end game is very, very important. Like the result of the game is decided in the end game. So these are a few things that I was talking about. And now, one of the very important thing that you might be ignoring every time is game review and analysis. All the games that you play should be reviewed. I think yeah, this is this. I have played all the games and I have reviewed all of them, because I had diamond memberships. And if you do not have diamond membership, you can do two things. Either you can copy the link, like let's say you can copy the FEN PZN, and you can go on leeches. Let me show you. I think this is it. So let's say I will review, and where is this analysis? Let me copy the PZN. I will copy the PZN and go to leeches. If you do not have on chess.com, import game, and just paste the PZN and request a computer analysis from here and import the game. What happens in this is that leeches prepares a computer analysis here, down here, and then it will show you mistakes, and you will get chance to learn from your mistakes. Here you had played this, I had played this castling, which was a mistake. What was better move instead? Was played, find a better move. What is the solution? Like, what is the better move? A better move could have been this. Yeah, it is a good move. So these were mistakes made by white, and like you will go to next, there will be something else. This was played. What was the best move? There was something else as the best move. Okay, what was the best instead? What could have been played? I really don't know what could have been played. Here, okay, it will evaluate the move, and it will say if this is a good move or a bad move. No, it is a bad move. Something else was a good move. So yeah, in this way you can like understand, analyze your game, and like this is a free review. And yeah, or you can ask your some chess.com friend who has some diamond membership, to review their games. Analysis can be done by yourself. And one thing that I will say about game review analysis is that sometimes, like, all the best moves are not the best moves. Sometimes engine says to like trade all the pieces and go with the rook versus bishop and few pawns versus a queen. Let's say rook and bishop versus queen. Let's say like it is equal, but the side with queen will feel easy to play. So such best moves are not the best moves practically. So there is a difference between the best move and practically best moves. So play the best moves according to yourself, not according to the engine. Like according to the engine, it might not be the best move. Okay, so that is one thing you really need to understand. And sixth, I will be talking about playing hours and postures. So playing hours, when you should be playing games, play in the hours where you have high energy, like good energy at least, let's say, and you can play like continuously and can focus. So select your playing hours correctly. Like everybody has lost like many bullet games in the midnight. Sometimes if you have not lost, then I don't know, you are not a chess addict. And posture is very important. Don't ignore this thing. Like maintain a posture of play and play in the same posture, and you will learn more. Like learning also take a stress to reach 1500. Just enjoy it. And like there are many videos that I will be making, so I will be giving all the tips, and just learn, focus on learning that you have learned. And I'm very sure you have learned many things. So the main thing is enjoyment. You have to be happy so that your brain will work better. Enjoy it. If you are not enjoying, don't play it. That's a simple thing. If you're not enjoying, don't play it. And now I will try to show you some quotations here. You may learn more from Endgame. You lose. Sorry, you may learn from a more. You may learn much more from a game you lose than from a game you win. You will have to lose hundred of games before becoming a better player. So this is one of the thing, like one of the quotation told by Capablanca, that you need to lose lots of game to be a better player, because when you lose, you learn something. So don't worry of losing and don't get stressed. Like everybody gets stressed. What I would like to show you, there is something I would like to show you. Let me see. Okay, here. What is this? Okay, look, leave it. Like what I was talking about, going to show you about playing hours, is that sometimes when you start losing games, so at this point, when you start losing games and you are tilted, then don't play at that time. Just stop and pause. So that was one thing, and don't worry. Next quotation goes from our Kramnik: enjoy chess, improve, and if it does not come, like if you do not improve, then at least you are enjoying it. At least you enjoy it. Improvement is not, is a different thing, but enjoyment is the main thing. And that is why my channel is for, like, chess for fun, because it is like to make chess enjoyable than stressful. So that was it. Like, enjoy it. Now I'll be trying to upload, one video per day. Yeah, for 15-16 days. And if you need all these things, then I have prepared one. You can screenshot this and you can have a look at it, like what I have talked about in this video. And one motive of my creating this series and opening all these tabs, where to show you one, like where to skip editing. I don't want to edit the videos, because when I edit the videos, it becomes like less focused. And in this, like, without editing, you can focus more. There are less number of distractions. So yeah, I will not be editing any video of this series. I'll just record it, and in one shot I will be uploading it. So yeah, now this was it. Get out of here, and yeah, bye bye, have a good time.